Once upon a time, in the lush kingdom of Lumora, where the rivers glowed silver under the moonlight and the skies stretched endlessly, there lived a princess named Zora. Zora wasn't like other princesses. While her peers adored jewels and lavish gowns, Zora had a love that was far greater: the stars. Every night she climbed the highest tower of her village, wrapped herself in her mother's old cloak, and gazed up at the twinkling heavens. She imagined the stars were alive, whispering ancient secrets only she could hear. Her father, King Amari, often teased her, saying, "My daughter dreams so high that even the moon cannot keep up." But Zora didn't mind. She felt that the stars were calling her, singing songs only her heart understood. One night, as the kingdom celebrated a grand festival, Zora slipped away to her tower as usual. But this time something extraordinary happened. As Zora stared at the night sky, a single star brighter than all the others began to descend. It spiraled downward, leaving a trail of golden light. Before she could gasp, the star landed gently before her, transforming into a shimmering figure, a young man with eyes like galaxies and a cloak of pure stardust. Who are you?" Zora stammered, her heart racing. "I am Alarion," the figure said, bowing gracefully. "A star watcher from the celestial realms. I've seen you watching us for many nights, Princess Zora." Zora was amazed. "The stars? You're alive?" Alarion nodded. "We guide the dreams of mortals, paint their fates in light. But few mortals ever look up long enough to truly see us. You, Princess, are different." As the hours passed, Zora and Alarion spoke of worlds beyond her imagination, of nebulae that shimmered like seas, of comets that danced like wild spirits, and of constellations that held the stories of her ancestors. Before Alarion left, he whispered, "One day, if you're brave enough, you can join us in the stars." For many nights after, Alarion returned. Their bond grew deeper with every visit. Zora longed to leave her earthly life behind and explore the stars with him. Yet her heart was torn. As princess, she had responsibilities to her people. Could she abandon them? One evening, King Amari found her crying on the tower. "What troubles you, my starlight?" he asked gently. Zora hesitated but told him everything. To her surprise, the king didn't scold her. Instead, he said, "Zora, to rule is to love your people. But to truly love is to also follow your heart. Only you can decide your destiny." Determined to see Alarion's world, but unwilling to leave her kingdom forever, Zora devised a plan. She climbed the tower one last time and called out to Alarion. "I want to see your world," she said, "but I cannot stay forever. Can I visit the stars and return to my people?" Alarion smiled. "The stars are not selfish, Zora. They will share you with the earth." With his help, Zora stepped into a beam of starlight that carried her into the heavens. She floated through galaxies, danced on the rings of Saturn, and laughed as the Milky Way wrapped her in its glow. Yet, as beautiful as the stars were, Zora knew her heart still belonged to Lumora. When Zora returned to her kingdom, she was different. Her eyes sparkled with the light of 1,000 stars, and her voice carried the wisdom of the cosmos. She told her people of her journey, teaching them to look up and dream beyond their world. Though she could not live in the stars, Alarion continued to visit her whenever the sky was clear. Together, they built a celestial observatory in the castle, where the people of Lumora could gaze at the heavens and feel connected to something greater. Zora ruled as a wise and beloved queen, her heart forever tethered to both the stars and her people. On clear nights, she whispered to the skies, and the brightest star always twinkled back, a reminder that love, no matter the distance, could unite even the earth and the heavens. And so, under the baobab shadows and the eternal starlight, the princess and her star continued their story, forever inspiring those who dared to dream.